Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be focusing on E3 2012. Now, I'm not going to go over all of the things that were shown in all of the conferences, but I am going to touch on the few things that I found interesting, so I kind of consider these highlights. I do have my notes here, so this is going to help me throughout the video. We'll kick things off with Microsoft. They showed a few games that I was interested in. The first one being Tomb Raider. Oh my gosh, I am so ready for a new Tomb Raider, a reboot for the series. It looks great, showed some gameplay. You know, the demo that they showed looked really promising. I'm glad that it was delayed into 2013 so they can spend some more time with it. It looks like Splinter Cell is coming back, and I'm excited. Back in the day, I used to be a big Splinter Cell fanatic. I used to love Sam Fisher. I even went as far as to say that I thought that he was a little bit better than Solid Snake. I know, I was crazy. But the Splinter Cell games have always been something that I have just enjoyed so much, just because they've been presented so well with the lighting effects and everything. I mean, just top-notch graphics for that era. And you know, the past two Splinter Cell games haven't been the best, so I've kind of, you know, toned it down a little bit on the series. I'm not as into it as I used to be, but Blacklist looks like it actually has some potential, so I'm definitely gonna pick it up and play it. I mean, I love those type of games. Forza Horizon was a surprise to me. I really wasn't expecting a Forza game to be there, but this looks like it's gonna be awesome. You know, we all know that the Forza series is basically a simulation racer, and this time around in Horizon, it's more arcadey. You'll be smashing through things. It has this open world. Looks a little bit like Burnout Paradise, but it plays like a Forza game, so it's gonna be awesome. I definitely can't wait to play that. That's a day one purchase for me. Moving on to EA. Dead Space 3. Wow, it looks awesome. I know a lot of people weren't really into what they showed of that game because honestly the demo was real action-packed. And not to say that the Dead Space series isn't action-packed, because it definitely has its moments, but it's more based on like atmosphere. It's more or less like a survival horror game, honestly. I mean, it's scary, it's creepy. You're one lone person, you know, fighting off these necromorphs. And in Dead Space 3, they've added co-op, which is kind of weird. Yeah, a lot of people weren't really feeling the demo that they showed for Dead Space 3 because it was really action-packed and didn't really fit in with the other games from the series. But you know what? I'm excited for it, especially after playing through Dead Space 2. EA also showed off SimCity, which looks amazing. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have fond memory of the SimCity games. I have fond memories of playing SimCity on my PC, playing it on the Super Nintendo. And honestly, SimCity is probably gonna be that PC game that pushes me to the edge to buy, you know, a PC so I can actually play the game. And then the last thing that EA really got me excited for was Need for Speed Most Wanted. I'm so excited for this game. Criterion is back and they're doing it big like they always do. Yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted. It looks like the perfect combination of a Burnout game, more specifically Burnout Paradise, mixed with Need for Speed, or let's just say Most Wanted. It feels like, or it looks like Burnout Paradise because it's this open world game, you know, very similar to Burnout Paradise, but then it has the police cars. Police are in this, so they're chasing you, which is where Most Wanted comes in. So it's gonna be awesome. Another day one purchase for me. I love Criterion. I think they put so much love and attention into their games, it's ridiculous. So Need for Speed, Most Wanted, I'm totally there. Ubisoft, man, oh man, did they bring it. Assassin's Creed 3. Come on, man. I mean, there's no denying that game looks amazing. In this one, you're not climbing buildings and doing parkour on buildings and all that other type of stuff. You were climbing trees and you're jumping off of them and assassinating dudes. It's crazy. I mean, there's boat stuff in it. It's just wild. It just seems like it's going to be so diverse. I can't wait to play. It's going to be amazing. Another great game that I can't wait to play, Rayman Legends. It's exclusive to the Wii U. Oh my goodness. You guys, I mean, you guys know Rayman Origins was one of my favorite games of last year, and this looks just as good. Graphically, it looks stunning. I absolutely loved I loved the level that they showed in the demo where it was like this rhythm-based level. I mean, you jump to the rhythm of the beat. It was awesome. It was just so magical and so charming. I can't wait to play. Far Cry 3. Now, I had my eye on this game when they showed it last year at last year's E3, but I haven't heard anything since then. And I'm so glad that they did this long, extensive demo of the game, because now I really want that game when it comes out in a couple months. I think it comes out in September. I'm excited for it. I want to see what the Far Cry series is all about. I've never played any of the Far Cry games, but it looks really good. It looks like it has like this open world feel to it. I'm not quite sure if that's true. Any of you guys out there that have actually played Far Cry, the series, let me know. Zombie U is another Wii U exclusive. If you didn't already know that, Zombie U, which is kind of weird. I hope a lot of the Wii U games don't have the U at the end, because I mean, Zombie U kind of sounds like it's a university, like Zombie University. I don't know, it's weird, but whatever. They showed a trailer for that and that looked pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but it was zombies and I like zombies, so we'll see. OMG. Yes, I just said OMG. The last game that Ubisoft showed that I am just fiending over. I want to know more about this game. Watch Dogs. It was a huge surprise for me. I had no clue about this. It looked amazing. It kind of reminds me of like Deus Ex. I don't know why. It's like, you know, this dude that's trying to hack into things, but it looks awesome. Besides the graphics in the game, the trailer, or I'm sorry, the demo that they showed was full of emotion. If you guys go back and pay close attention to that demo, you're gonna see a lot of detail in there. You're gonna see a lot of emotion in there. It's crazy, and that's what I really love about video games. Hopefully we'll get to play it soon. Moving on to Sony, they did show more of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and I might be the only one here, but I want to play this game. I'm interested in this game. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like what this game is about because apparently it's a, you know, Super Smash Brothers ripoff, but come on now, really guys? You know, a lot of games are ripoffs of other games. I'm interested in the game. I like the character lineup so far. During the press conference, they did reveal Nathan Drake. Duh, we all knew that Nathan Drake was going to be in this game. And Big Daddy from the BioShock series. So, I mean, so far the character lineup looks really cool, and some of the power-ups and stuff look cool as well, and the levels look pretty cool as well. I mean, they're all focused around like PlayStation stuff, so I think it's clever, and I definitely want to play it. Now, I will say I was a little disappointed with the fact that Sony kind of ignored the Vita. I thought they were going to pay a little bit more attention to the handheld just because it just came out, and we're all looking for more Vita games to play. So they didn't really talk too much about it, but they did say that a white Vita will be released in October, the end of October. But the thing that really got me excited, basically really the only thing they did show about the Vita, was Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Wow. Wow. I'm really excited for that. It's a female assassin that you're playing as, and she's a minority, which is awesome. So I can't, and it's set in New Orleans. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited for that game alone. Like, if that's all they showed, I just would have been happy with that. Quantic Dream, the developers of Heavy Rain, came out and they debuted their new game, Beyond Two Souls. It looks really interesting. It seems like it's very mysterious and creepy at the same time. I'm not quite sure what it's about. They did show a trailer. But, you know, I'll definitely pick it up. I like what they do. They put a lot. They're another developer that puts a lot of love and attention into their games. God of War Ascension. It's another game that I'm kind of on the fence about. I kind of thought the trilogy was over. I mean, I know this is a prequel, but I kind of thought the whole God of War thing is over. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the series. I've played all of them and enjoyed all of them, but I don't know what to think of this one, especially being as though this game has a multiplayer mode, which is pretty weird. So, I mean, I'll keep my ears open and my eyes out on God of War Ascension, but I gotta tell you, I'm not too hyped for the game. And last but not least, we have Nintendo. And to be honest, this is what E3 was all about for me this year. I was most interested in what Nintendo had to show, being as though they have a new console coming out at the end of this year. But unfortunately, they really didn't show too much when it comes to the Wii U. I mean, they did, but not really what I wanted to hear. They did touch base on the fact on the gamepad. It's called the Wii U gamepad, but they didn't really give us a release date, which I figured, and they didn't talk about how much it's gonna be, which I figured. They did talk about a little the social aspects of the Wii U and Miiverse and all of that stuff, and it sounds great. That all sounds great. They showed off new Super Mario Brothers U. I'm a little tired of the new Super Mario Brothers games. I mean, I'll play them because they're Mario, but not a big fan of the new Super Mario Brothers games. Just give me Super Mario Brothers 4. But Nintendo ended up making my day anyway because they showed some 3DS stuff that is to die for. They did show new Super Mario Brothers 2, which is coming out August 17th, or maybe it's August 18th, so that's not too far away, along with Kingdom Hearts 3D, that's coming out July 31st. They also talked about, and they showed, Power of Illusion. Wow, can't wait to play that. Going back, kicking it old school style with Mickey Mouse. Looks great. Dream Rift is doing it, so I'm putting all of my eggs in one basket, and I'm gonna say that this game is gonna be awesome. Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, another game that I can't wait to play. I mean, it's Luigi's Mansion on my 3DS in 3D. It's gonna be so much fun. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate looks amazing. It looks so great. After watching that, I told myself I have to play through Lords of Shadow now. So I'm currently playing through that game to prepare myself for this handheld game that's coming out in the fall. And the last game blew me away. It's Paper Mario Brothers Sticker Stars. Wow, it just looked really good. It looked better than what they showed last E3. It's so bright and vibrant and colorful. Just so sweet, you know, it's just like a sweet game. It's any sweeter than that. This time around, it's like this big emphasis on stickers, and you find stickers all around the environment. It just looks like so much fun. So those are my highlights from this year's E3. I know a lot of people were disappointed with what was shown this year, but to be honest, there are plenty of games that were shown that I am just so excited for. I know a few of them weren't really shown in these conferences, and I'm kind of wondering why, but the first one that wasn't shown in the conference that I really thought Nintendo really should have showed was the new Platinum game that's coming. It's called P100. It wasn't shown in the Nintendo conference, but it's coming to Wii U. So far it's exclusive, and it looks so cute. You play as like this squad of like little mini superhero kids, something like that, and you fight these bad guys to save the universe or save Earth. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys know how Platinum Games does it, so I'm sure it's going to be a great game. Nintendo also announced Fire Emblem 3DS that's coming. That was another game that wasn't shown in the conference. I don't know why not. So that's it, guys. I have rambled on for far too long about my highlights of E3, the games that I cannot wait to get my hands on. So that's where you guys come in. Leave a comment, leave a video response. Let me know what you guys thought of this year's E3. What were your highlights? What are some of the games that you weren't really paying attention to, but now you can't wait to play? You know how it goes. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.